YouTube, what up? I know it's been a minute since I dropped a video, but I, was just doing some thinking. Not just doing some thinking. I'm doing some action also. I got a little action going on for me right now. But what I wanted to come here and talk about was company driving and these mega carriers and these recruiters and everyone. So first off, I want to start it off with if you are doing owner operator and you can manage to keep on going. Um, I would 100% suggest to keep on going. I was an owner operator. I was doing hotshot. To be honest, I was making more money doing owner operator hotshot than I'm making right now as a company driver, driving semi trucks, which is a lot more responsibility for a lot less. On average, if I'm not tussling with my dispatch, I'm getting maybe $1,000 a week. If I'm tussling with the dispatch, I'm getting like 1,200. Like who wants to live like that, where every single day you gotta call the dispatch and be like, "Hey, I want more miles. I want more miles." So I know how much miles I can run. I've been driving for like 3 years. I can average minimum 3,000 miles a week. So me not even getting 2,500 miles a week, that's pretty much they playing in our face or my face. For everyone who don't know, me and my fiance is on the road. We are running team drive. We're running a team operation going on over here, and we are barely making 2,500 to the truck, not per person, but to the truck. So that's like 20. That's that's like $1,200 a person. But we are going back owner op. We are going back owner operator. We have been owner operator. It did work out for us. I stopped because so my initial plan was to go to Roadmaster, which is a truck driving school, and then oh, I'm not driving, so yeah. So initial plan was to go owner operator, go to Roadmaster, and go back into Hotshot with a CDL setup. While I was in Roadmaster, they pretty much told me that, hey, yeah, you could make $100,000 a year. I'm like, what? Y'all lying. And they say, like, we got drivers doing that. I've never been sold anything. I've never been sold anything. I always doing my own thing on my own time. I've never worked for a company, so I'm like, what? Yeah, lying. So they pretty much told me that I could make that. I'm like, okay, all right, let me try it. Right? I'm barely making $65,000 over here. Like if y'all doing math, just say $1,200. Let's say $1,000 for simplicity's sake. Say $1,000 for $1,000 for 52 weeks. So that's if you work every single week. $1,000 for 52 weeks. That's $52,000 for the year. That is not 100,000. So they pretty much lied on that part. So we're going back owner operator. We already got everything going. We had I was an owner operator for like 3 years. It was working out. The market was a little bit stiff, but it was working. I was definitely making more than $1,000 a week. I was averaging about 2,500 net after fuel expenses and everything. I was averaging about 2,500 to $3,000 a week for myself, without anyone else on the road with me. So this whole thing with company driver, that's a hoax. Y'all don't do it. If you don't have to, don't do it. If you want to, don't get me wrong, you can. As I said, I was making about I'm averaging I'm averaging about 4,500 miles a week to the truck. So 4,500 miles a week times .56, and I'm getting 56 cents per mile. That's $2,520 per week. After per diem and everything, we get like 2,500 and per week, to the truck. Which, as I said, I could do more miles. This whole thing worked out. I could do more miles, but I'm not getting the miles. Even last night. So yesterday, all right, let me give you a situation that happened yesterday. So yesterday, I had a live load, right? So I went to the facility to get loaded at 9 o'clock. I left that facility at like 1:12, like 12:30. Let's say 12:30. So I left that facility at 12:30. We do not get paid for sitting down at Werner. So at Werner, we don't get paid for sitting down, which is, I mean, it's not cool, but that's what I signed up for, right? And another thing that I want to talk about, though, which, stick a pin on that. So I run that load from Tennessee. I forgot where in Tennessee, but I know that we went to a Walmart in Memphis. It's like 209 miles away, right? I ran that load straight throughout, drop it off. That was like 209 miles for a team truck. Shit don't make sense. All right, cool. Everybody got to do shag runs. Fine, bet. I understand. But then they want to give me another load for 80 miles. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Every time I push this red and yellow button, I'm at risk for my CDL to be taken away, for some stupid driver to drive over in my lane and I get in an accident. Whenever I push these buttons, I need to be making pretty good money for it to be worth it. At no point it's ever worth it to lose your CDL, but at least give me a good enough miles. I believe as a team truck, you should not do nothing less than 500 miles per load, and that is still low. Secondly, I don't believe as a team truck with a mega carrier you should be doing nothing less than, I don't know, maybe 90% drop and hook, 10% live load. We're talking about a mega carrier. I'm not talking about a small company. A small company, you do only maybe 60 or 70% live load, which I understand because they should be paying for that. But this company don't pay for that. So we don't get paid for layover. We don't get paid for sitting at the dock. We don't get chain pay. So if we're throwing chains, we don't get paid for that. I'm not sure about any other driver, but for this truck, so we don't get paid for that. We don't get paid for nothing else besides driving miles, and that is 56 cents per mile. Keep in mind, I had like a pre-employment from Covenant Transport, but y'all gotta understand, I went to Roadmaster. Roadmaster is Werner Enterprise School, so they're going to sell you to go to Werner, even if it's not even if it's not a good company. So Covenant was paying 67 cents per mile. That's just a start, and then they were gonna pay 70 cents after 3 months, which it's that's great. I don't know where in the road I went to Werner, but the recruiters are selling. They were selling, But hey, I just wanted to come out here and talk about what's going on here at Werner. I 100% don't recommend this company at all. It's not a good company. It's They give you new trucks, but the new trucks is for the company. The less the company truck breaks down, the more time you spend on the road, which it benefits you in a way. However, it do benefits the company more. Anyone who have a truck knows that whenever you have a newer truck and it's not breaking down, it benefits you more than it benefits anyone else because you are always on the road. And I'm not sure about breakdown pay because I haven't broke down yet, but we're going back owner operator. We have our authority. I'm not going back to hot shot. It's a team truck. It's a team. So I mean, now I could go owner op, which I should be doing pretty good as a team driver. And as I said, I got experience. I mean, I know what it's like being an owner operator. I've been an owner operator for 3 years. I've been driving for myself. I've been paying bills. I've been, dealing with insurance. I've been dealing with brokers. I've been dealing with, everything that it takes to be an owner operator. I've done it before, so I know what it's like doing it. And it's a sad situation, but it's not 100% sad because at least I got my CDL out of this. I mean, I could have paid for my damn CDL, so it's a sad situation, period. You know, so appreciate everybody for tuning into this video. This is my video titling it, "I'm leaving Warner Enterprise." Oh, here's my teammate. Oh, God. All right, cool.